Hello and welcome to this information video regarding some of the more technical aspects of the Paneda web-based headend GUI. My name is Thomas and I'm one of the lead developers here at Paneda. Let me just first say that our interface, the web-based GUI that you see here, is completely based upon modern web standards that are available in every modern web browser. This means that there is no need to install any plugins, add-ons, or things like this, and you can use our system from any computer anywhere as long as they have a modern web browser. However, we highly recommend Google Chrome for the best user experience. Our interface is built up of a single-page application. So this results in a very quick and responsive user experience. For example, when you're navigating around here, everything loads very quickly, and there is no real waiting anywhere. So, and the places where there are some waiting, for example, you can see here that the status isn't loaded immediately. It needs to be fetched and calculated in the server. So then you see that we clearly indicate the loading, and then it goes to OK. We have also spent some time and effort into making this GUI usable in the mobile, so that you can rest assured that you can always reach the interface and do what you need to, even if you are not at home or at work. And I will demonstrate this by putting the Google Chrome browser into developer mode and then device emulation. So let me just enable it here. Now you can see that we are emulating the iPhone 6. So this is what the page will look like in an iPhone 6. You can immediately see that the dashboard actually works quite nice. Let me go back and see what actually happened. So the menu up here that was collapsed into a small menu. You can see the menu there. No problem. And we can also see that this text here was a little bit decreased. The information here a little bit less bloated. We can also see that everything just shrunks a little bit. And the cards are stacked on top of each other instead of next to each other, etc. Let's move over to, for example, the service configuration tab. Let's look how it looks in desktop mode. Then we have here the editor view. So if we select the configuration, we can edit them here, and we can see that I can easily expand more than one service at a time. So by having them back to back like this, it's easy to compare them and also to change multiple services almost simultaneously. For example, I want to have 136 in bitrate on both. Very easy. And then we can collapse when we're done. And you can also see here that the configuration already saved. So there is no need to press save. Everything is automatically saved by the system immediately as you're doing the changes. Let's go over to mobile view and see what it looks like. Then we have the configuration list here on top of the edit area. And here we have the cards. We can expand the cards, and we can even in mobile view easily change something like the bitrate, for example. And you can see it's already saved as here as well. We also have this full screen mode here. You can click on that one, and the menu and everything is removed, so this makes it even a little bit more easy to use on the mobile. And disable full screen mode when you want to navigate to another page. Let me go back to the full mode, we can see that we have a lot of buttons here, and what do they do? Well, if you hover the button, you can see that this one will copy, this one will delete the configuration, this one will activate the configuration as soon as possible, this one adds a new audio service. Here we can see that we have 456 capacity units left in the ensemble, and we can see that the service with subchannel 0 is consuming 120 capacity units. And the same information is of course available also in the mobile, so you have the tooltips here as well. So that's quite nice. And you can also check the capacity. Let me scroll down. Yeah. Let's go to the status overview, and we can check the status channels. We can see that the status of the system, very readable even in mobile. And let's check the audio levels. We can first check them in full mode. We can see here that we have them next to each other, and in full mode I think we can squeeze in at least 12, maybe depending on the screen size, up to 16 channels in one view. If we go to mobile, of course we cannot display as many at one time, but still you have them here. And if you rotate your iPhone, you can easily see 4 services at a time in this view. Rotate back. We can go to the settings page as well. Let's look at, for example, the EDI output settings. We can see that we have 2 interfaces here, 2 destinations. Let's add a third one. Let's change the multicast address, outgoing interface, that's fine. We can select the level 1 and then error correction, and then we save the changes, and we have successfully updated the EDI settings. Okay, let's go back to full mode, desktop mode, and it's clearly more readable here, but it was still very easy and possible to change the settings from the mobile, so you can do that on the fly. Let's check, for example, the NTP settings here. Let's go to mobile view. We can see that no problem adding another server or changing the servers. The status is a bit truncated here. If you rotate, much better, but you can still need to scroll a little bit in the sideways. What else do we have? Let's see. Yeah, we can check some more settings maybe here. For example, multiplexer settings. So you can change the tist value and things like this with mobile phone. Yeah, check the scheduler. A little bit narrow view here. Rotate your iPhone, you get a better view. Use your desktop to get the best overview, of course. Yeah, and another thing I would like to stress here, especially if you're on the mobile, it can happen that you get offline because you don't have any data reception, for example. And we want to ensure that when you have the page like this and you see everything, and that you know that you are actually connected to the server. So let me go into the developer tools here, and let me simulate that offline mode. And you can see here immediately the GUI indicates that we have lost the connection to the server, and now I cannot click anywhere, so I cannot do anything, I cannot change anything. And this is of course for safety, because once when the connection is lost, we cannot save anything on the fly. So if you make changes to the configuration, for example, then it could be lost. So now we just need to get out of offline again. So we disable it, and immediately we are back on track and we can continue working. So it's very fast and very responsive. We also have different languages, so it's very easy here to change. For example, I want this in Swedish. You can see it translated immediately, and now all the pages are translated. In the user, we have translation of everything. Even in the help texts here are translated. This is in Swedish. Okay, what if we need to use Italian? Now we have italic help. So very user friendly. Okay, that is what I had to show you this time. I hope to see you again sometime, and thank you for listening.